Amber Heard thought she could hide, but she didn't realize she was hiding in plain sight because one of her family members had revealed all of her evil plans. Who tipped Amber off? How much information was made publicly available to the rest of the world? Keep watching to find out. Make sure you've also subscribed to our channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. Amber is completely out of luck now that the world is aware of the atrocities she committed during her previous marriage to Johnny Depp. Amber Heard may have planned to frame Johnny Depp from the start, according to observers of the Amber Heard v. Johnny Depp case. Vince Jolivet, Whitney Henriquez's ex-boyfriend, may have provided them with the confirmation. Then, how did Vince discover Amber's perverse scheme to implicate Johnny? Vince is one of the people that spoke in favor of Johnny Depp. Vince produced movies for James Franco at Rabbit Bandini Productions, including The Sound and the Fury, In Dubious Battle, and Child of God. He claimed that Whitney, Amber's sister, was fully aware of the scheme to implicate Johnny and that Amber intended to do so. During a chat in the spring of 2016, I questioned Whitney about moving in with Jennifer Howell, the creator of The Art of Elysium, who lived 2 floors above my workplace, according to a declaration Vince made that was circulated after the trial. She told me a tale about having to stop her sister Amber from hitting Johnny Depp, and how Amber nearly sent her falling down a flight of stairs in the process. That explains why there were various accounts of the staircase incident for sure. Amber testified during her deposition in the UK trial that she and Johnny were on a landing between 2 flights of stairs when Whitney ran down the stairs to separate them, and that when Johnny started to push her, she swung at him instead. Amber then claimed, while testifying in court in Virginia, that Johnny ran up the stairs, grabbed hold of her by the hair, and touched her. When Whitney allegedly pushed herself between them with her back to the stairwell, and when Johnny allegedly threw a swing at Whitney, Amber allegedly returned fire. Her back was to the stairs, the woman remarked. I don't even wait while Johnny swings at her as I only notice my younger sister facing the stairs as he does so. Whitney's story did not add up when she took the stand in the Virginia trial, though. There was a quarrel, she remarked. Really offensive things were being said between them. I left them there as I went up the stairs. Debbie had joined me as I attempted to pursue Amber down the stairs in an attempt to get her back into my flat. Remember that in Whitney's account, she and Debbie went to see Amber, who was on the mezzanine, by climbing the stairs together. Whitney came down from the upstairs, but Debbie went up in Amber's version. Then Whitney added, Debbie, Amber, and I are on the tiny mezzanine. Debbie is struck in the back with a Red Bull can that Johnny then threw. She hits him with a blow when he approaches me from behind. Then, after Amber lands, Travis starts to climb the stairs. It's also important to bear in mind that Debbie testified that Johnny didn't throw anything, despite Amber's claims to the contrary, and that the Red Bull can didn't touch anyone. However, Whitney claims that Johnny threw a Red Bull can that struck Debbie. One individual asked on Twitter in response to the many accounts of the staircase incident, how could Whitney and Amber make such a tremendous mistake? Whitney's testimony differed significantly from Amber's regarding the incident on the stairway. I find Amber's case to be extremely inconsistent, with far too many lies to keep straight. It doesn't just feel right. Whitney talked about the incident in agonizing detail without even thinking about it, as if she had rehearsed what she would say a dozen times, according to the experts, who claimed that it obviously appeared as though Whitney was lying about her account of events. Additionally, individuals expressed their agreement on social media, writing things like, Whitney has been pushed and forced to make these statements. Take note of her expression and demeanor. It's clear. Whether body language specialists come to the same conclusion or not, the more she talks, the more her dishonesty comes through. Guilty. 5th conspirator. Another person stated, Whitney's hearing is noticeably practiced. She doesn't provide any indication through her body language that she's struggling to remember any of these occurrences. Instead, she casually rattles off these incidents and facts like she was being coached. Vince's declaration, however, put things straight because he essentially claimed that Whitney had lied to protect her sister and that Amber had attempted to shove Whitney down the steps before Whitney interfered. Liking the video so far? Then go ahead, press on and like, share, and subscribe. Keep in mind that Jennifer Howell wrote the same thing Vince did in her declaration for the UK trial. In her testimony, she claimed that Johnny reportedly struck Whitney and Amber on the steps of Johnny's downtown condominium. Then Whitney announced that she had to move in with her employer and sleep on their floor. "I am that boss. What I was told to be true is not this. First, Whitney moved into my Wilshire Boulevard apartment's guest room. The guest room, not my floor. Second, Whitney found her in a mess when she arrived. According to Whitney, she made an effort to stop her sister Amber from attacking Johnny on the stairs." Jennifer continued by stating that Whitney claimed Amber almost knocked her down the stairs when she tried to step in to stop Amber from pursuing Johnny. Whitney also expressed her concern that Amber would kill Johnny. See, Vince made the exact same claim in his declaration. Jennifer agreed with Vince that Whitney had lied to protect Amber from the penalties when she testified in the Virginia trial that she had struggled very much with what to do in a position when I love someone who I know is doing something truly terrible. She said, "They are trying to protect their sister, whereas I'm just trying to wake her up and convince her to act morally." There was also an email from Jennifer to Whitney imploring her to be truthful in the letter. "You, my chosen sister, are very necessary to me, which is why this letter is so important to me," Jennifer wrote in her letter. "My earnest prayer is that the truth will set you free." Jennifer also included everything Whitney had told her about Amber in the letter, and it was clear from her writing that she had planned to frame Johnny from the outset. She added that Whitney had informed her that Amber had hurt her physically and psychologically while they were in New York, presumably during the Trica Festival or the Adderall Diaries premiere. Whitney told her that Amber assaulted her and hurled a glass of red wine at her while they were in Yes. There has been evidence of bodily injury as well. Johnny sued the publisher of the Sun newspaper for libel, and during the trial, his counsel aired a clip from a reality TV show that was taped in 2006 or 2007. An unknown source sent the recording to Johnny Depp's crew overnight, and they assumed it was from an unaired part of the program. In the video, Whitney was seen hanging out by the pool with several pals when one of them said, "Did you get into a brawl or something?" Whitney responded, "We're not going to be talking about that." The friend insisted, "Okay, did you seriously start the argument with your sister or did she cause it?" Whitney reaffirmed, "We're not going to be talking about that." Fans claim that all the fabrications in the many versions of the stories simply served to confirm Amber's diabolical plot to frame Johnny Depp from the start. Additionally, followers claimed that there was audio from the time of Johnny and Amber's divorce, during which Amber explained her strategy. When she said it on the tape, she acknowledged having plans to frame Johnny. Fans claimed that the audio was one of the pieces of proof that Amber had intended to frame Johnny from the start. In response, one fan wrote, "Regardless of her just saying she's got everything collaborated, she's still evil and sociopathic enough to have premeditated and prepared this whole thing from the start for the current event. She gaslighted him after sloppily using his kindness against her." Not to mention the email exchanges between Amber and the CLU that was compromised, in which they discussed how to make everything waterproof in the event of a defamation lawsuit. That obviously didn't work out since Johnny filed a lawsuit and prevailed. Vincey's comments led fans to believe that Amber did intend to frame Johnny. This concludes the video. Please leave a comment below and let us know what you thought of it. She has done a great deal of things more, and for even more stunning information, watch this other video about Amber Heard getting exposed for forging documents during a trial. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the following video. Bye.